Hello everyone, I am Ransom Ryder. I'm hanging out in the kitchen today. I want to make some fresh iced tea, and I'm going to make a really special iced tea. Now this is not the iced tea that I make every day. This is kind of the event tea. Back home, I grew up in North Carolina, western North Carolina, the Smoky Mountains. Back home, this would be like an event tea, special holidays, or big family get-togethers. We would make this. We always made tea, 1 gallon, 2 cups of sugar. I'm gonna make a half a gallon today. We're gonna get started. I've got a good quality tea. This is a Louisiana tea, and I'm following the instructions on the Louisiana box. I'm not sponsored, but we often use Louisiana, mainly Lipton. This is like a black pekoe or an orange black tea, orange pekoe. And I love the flavor, I love the aroma. This is 8 bags for half gallon. Now I've heated my water and I'm going to pour this in. Let me grab the water. So this is 8 tea bags. The instructions say 1 tea bag for 2 cups. I'm gonna be making half a gallon. Here, I'm gonna pop these in to my glass heat safe container where I'm gonna pour my hot water. The water was heated to 200 degrees. I'm gonna pour this on my tea bags. And I want just enough to get those submerged. And then that's 200 degrees, and that's Fahrenheit. So check my recipe because I'll have both measurements on there. It's gonna be a little bit different for Celsius for everybody that watches me in other countries around the world that use metric. But I want these to soak, and I normally let my tea bags soak for about 3 to 4 minutes. I want them to soak. You have to be careful with tea. You can let it be in the water too long. It could get cloudy. It would get more of a bitter flavor. So you don't want to over soak your tea bags. And when I pull these out, I want to not squeeze them. I know now this is something I do differently than how my family did back home, but don't be tempted to squeeze your tea bags because you could release some of those extra tannins that would not give you a good flavor in your tea, and you risk bursting, ripping open a tea bag. You don't want to rip open a tea bag and have loose tea in your tea. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants a mouthful of loose leaf tea. Now, if that did happen, you could strain it and use a sieve, a fine sieve, and strain it out. I have here 1 cup of granulated white sugar. Since I'm only making a half a gallon, I'm only gonna need 1 cup. I'm gonna mix this here in my big old measuring cup just as soon as I remove the tea bags. And then stay with me because I'm gonna show you what we do back home to make this an event tea, a very special tea. All right, that's looking dark, beautiful. I'm gonna pull these up and let them just drip. I want that tea out, but I wanna stay away from squeezing. I'm so tempted, I am so tempted to squeeze these, but they are hot, be careful. Remember the water was heated to 200 degrees. Those have dripped into the floor. And I want to come in with my 1 cup of white granulated sugar. Now that has melted the sugar. I wanted to make sure the sugar dissolved. And this is that little special ingredient. This is vanilla. Now you want to use a good quality vanilla, just like you want to use a good tea. I'm going to put just a little bit, a teaspoon of vanilla into this tea because I want to impart a little bit of extra flavor. Now remember, this is event tea. This was not our everyday tea. We pull this out at Thanksgiving, big family get-togethers, special picnics. Oh, I can smell that tea. I can smell those hints of vanilla. I get just a little bit of that sweetness coming through. I am ready now to take this over to my jar. And this is a heat safe jar. I'm not going to be using metal today. Let's pour this in. Look at that beautiful amber richness. Let me get some water. We're gonna fill this up with just a regular tap water. I live in an area where the tap water is actually very good because you want a good water that's absent of flavors that might give your tea an off-putting taste. Let me get some water. I'll be right back. So my tea is in the pitcher. It has got the sugar, the vanilla flavoring, and I have water. I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up. Oh, that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now I'm gonna put some ice into a cup. I'm gonna fix one for you because I want you to try this tea with me. Tea is one of those things, it's so good when you share it with a friend. Now, this is my event tea. This is a little bit hot. I'm gonna just squeeze a little bit of lemon. I like a tad of lemon in it. This is fresh lemon. Squeeze a little bit, pop that in there. Let's pour it out. Now remember, this is still warm. I normally would want this in the refrigerator for, a good hour, 2 hours. I would want this chilled down so that it would not melt the ice. Let's give this a taste test. That is delicious. So good. I'm getting the hints of vanilla, that wonderful sugar flavor, a touch of the lemon. Try this recipe. I know you're gonna love it. This is just a wonderful tea, freshly brewed. Your tea's good in the refrigerator for 2 to 3 days. I do like to brew it fresh daily. And this with the sugar, the lemon, and that vanilla flavoring absolutely takes this tea to the next level. I'm Ransom Ryder. I'm hanging out in the kitchen. Remember, it is a journey and I want to share it with you. Cooking, it's a journey. You want to share it with your friends and enjoy the good times. But listen, call your mother, let her have this recipe. She's going to be so glad that you did. Try it, leave me a comment. You're going to love this iced tea with a touch of vanilla. I am Ransom Ryder. I'll see you my next time on my next cooking journey in the kitchen. Bye. Bye.